Sup guys, welcome back. Yeah, so I thought I would do a top five on No Man's Sky. Just my basic, like personal favourites, things that I'm looking forward to in this game. And I thought I'd share it with you guys, being that the game's not out for like 2 months or something like that. So yeah, so my number five would be obviously multiplayer. Now I've played Call of Duty, I've played those kinds of games. I really do not want No Man's Sky to turn into that kind of thing, even though it would be interesting. And I'm kind of conflicted about multiplayer because, on the one hand, I don't want it to turn into this running around, shooting everybody, doing like little missions and stuff, and team, like team deathmatch kind of style combat. But on the other hand, I kind of had this idea of them bringing in bigger ships and having like a crew and possibly, like sending landing teams down to planets and stuff and having little jobs to do on the actual ship. And, the main ship might get invaded by pirates and stuff while your landing team's down on the ground. Kind of a bit Star Trek-y, really. I mean, that would really interest me in the sense of multiplayer. On the other hand, I kind of like Sean's idea of being alone in space and being that literally you're on your own, but there's this little glimmer of hope that there's someone there. There's someone in the distance. There might be someone really, really close to you, and you might see them, and you don't know what you look like. The only way you're going to know what you look like is if another person literally stands in front of you and sends you a picture or something of what you look like, which I find really, really interesting. My number four is the main goal, the center of the universe, I guess. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that could be. You could speculate. You could kind of say it's a black hole. You could kind of say it could be anything. Joe Danger could be sitting in the middle of it, like waving at you or whatever. It could be anything. For me, I kind of think that you'll go there, whatever it is, whatever you'll have to do. You'll end up like maybe with unlimited fuel or something like that, or a ship that's really, really unique or something like that. I'm not really too sure what it could be. Nobody knows what it could be. So that's my number four. Number three would be NPCs. Now NPCs, they kind of need to be in a game like this to keep you going. And that being said, they can kind of add on to it. They can kind of put extra stuff in there for you to be involved with NPCs. And it kind of it makes things a little bit more challenging. So that's why it's my number three. Number two is planets and life. And I say planets and life because they kind of go hand in hand, really. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of naming them and stuff. And being that it's a very rare thing if you come across a planet with life. And then it's kind of finding stuff to name these animals. I kind of want to do something on Twitter where, I take a picture of an animal that I've discovered and named, and I'll give it a funny name, obviously, but give it a little backstory, a little bio or something like that, just for people to enjoy. I think people might enjoy that. I hope you guys would enjoy that. If you put it in the comments or something if that's something you'd enjoy. Yeah, and the planets themselves, they're procedurally generated. You don't know what's there. There could be massive caves and stuff. You could go down into a little cave, find a little animal that's no one's going to see. You've discovered that. That's you. Like, you've discovered that. That's for you. And the ownership, like it's kind of like you own that planet because you put your stamp on it. And anyone else that comes along, they can't name that planet. It's yours, essentially. It's your ownership of that, of the No Man's Sky universe. And I really love that. That's an awesome feature. Finding little, things that are unexpected that the computer's generated. You could go in there and find something that you might not expect. And I think that's great. But number one, for me personally, has to be ships. And I love the idea of these procedurally generated ships. Like, I just love that idea. I love the idea that each and every person that plays this game is going to have their own ship, and it's going to have little nicks and dents in it and stuff where you've used it over time. And if it does get destroyed, like, you proper feel sick that that's been destroyed. I love that. I mean, I'll be gutted if I get a ship that I really, really like and I lose it. I'll be absolutely gutted. But that's what this game is. It's an emotional thing. It will connect you emotionally. It will make you feel things, and it's an experience. And I think that's what the game developers. I think that's what they want to do. And I genuinely feel that's what you're going to get. I kind of love the interiors are all procedurally generated, and I kind of feel that the main goal for myself, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I want to be like a trader." And I want to be like a fighter. I want to be an explorer and stuff like that. And for me personally, I think for the goal to get you to the center of the universe, I think everybody's going to have to take on each role. I think at the start, for me, I'd probably become a trader to start with. To build up my units and stuff and get myself going that way, and then maybe move into an explorer so I can enjoy that space between the center of the universe and where you start off at, and kind of build myself up that way. I'd also quite like, maybe at the end I might need a fighter ship, because it gets harsher as you get to the center of the universe. You might need a fighter ship. So, that's why ships, ultimately, they're my number one. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. if you want me to put more stuff out like this, I will, because I kind of enjoyed doing it. So if you like what I've put out, please like and subscribe. Obviously, I kind of need support. I kind of need that you guys like this kind of stuff. Thanks very much for listening. See you later.